Okay, hello guys. I'm going to be sketching a curve using the knowledge of differential calculus. So just watch and enjoy. Now remember solution now. Remember y is going to be equals to 3x cubed minus 2x squared minus 5x then plus 6. All right. So the first step we need to undertake is finding the intercept. Okay, so let's go straight finding the y-intercept. Now finding the y-intercept, we say let x be equals to 0. So that y will be 0 all cubed minus 2 into 0 all squared minus 5 into 0 plus 6. We end up having y is equals to 6. Therefore, we are going to have the coordinate as 0, 6. Very important. Then let's go to the next thing. Let's find our x-intercept. Okay. Intercept. Now, we are going to have let y be equals to 0. Now, if y is equals to 0, then it therefore means the equation x cubed minus 2x squared minus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0. Now, what we see here is a clear case of polynomial. Okay. Now, this is how we are going to solve this polynomial like this. Let x be equals to 1, and let's check. So we have 1 cube minus 2 into 1 squared minus 5 into 1 plus 6. If we do it, we'll find out that with our calculator, I think it's going to give us 0. Which means that 1 is actually a 0 or a solution or a root of the polynomial. Okay, this is try and error method that we use in solving polynomials. So therefore, if actually x is equals to 1 and 1 is a root, therefore x minus 1 is equals to 0 is a factor. Now, if this is a factor, it means it is divisible. So let's divide and see. Okay, so let's have our division. Good. Now this is x minus 1. Then what we have inside is x cubed minus 2x squared minus 5x plus 6. Let's divide. We are going to start with x squared, and it will give us x cubed minus x squared. When we subtract, we will have minus x squared. Then bring down this minus 5x minus x, so that by the time we multiply, we are going to have minus x squared then plus x. We subtract, this goes, and we are left with minus 6x. I'll bring down this plus 6. All right, so we are going to have minus 6 here, so that we have minus 6x plus 6. Okay, this clearly shows that it is divisible. Now the factors are x minus 1 and x squared minus x minus 6. But recall that x squared minus x minus 6 can be factorized, so that we are going to have x minus 3 and x plus 2. So therefore we have x minus 1 into x minus 3, then x plus 2 is equals to 0 as our factorized value. So x minus 1 is equals to 0 implies that x is equals to 1. X minus 3 is equals to 0 implies that x is equals to 3. Then x plus 2 is equals to 0 implies that x is equals to minus 2. So we are going to have it in coordinate form as 1 comma 0, 3 comma 0, and we have minus 2 comma 0. So we're done with this part. Now the next part is to find our turning point. Then we'll find our maximum, our minimum point. Now for us to find, first we need to find our stationary point. Okay, and how do you find our stationary point? The condition for stationary points is dy by dx is equals to 0. And recall that y is equals to x cubed minus 2x squared minus 5x plus 6. So therefore, dy by dx will be 3x squared minus 4x minus 5. Differential of a constant term is 0. So differential of 6 is 0. So this is 3x squared minus 4x minus 5 is equals to 0. Solving it using quadratic formula, recall x is equals to minus b plus minus all root of minus b all squared minus 4ac, not minus b, sorry, this is b, right, all over 2a. Now recall that the general format of a quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So by comparing coefficient, a is equals to 3, b is equals to minus 4, and c is equals to minus 5. Substituting, we're going to have x is equals to minus into minus 4 plus minus all root of minus 4 all squared. Then we have minus into 4 times 3 times minus 5. Close the bracket, all over 2 into 3. Now, doing it well, using your calculator, you end up with having 4 plus minus root of 76 all over 6. So x is either 4 plus root of 76 all over 6, or 4 minus root of 76 all over 6. All right. Hence, x will be equals to either 2.12 or minus 0.79. These are stationary points, so we need to know the maximum and the minimum point. Now we have a condition to find the maximum and minimum point, and this is a condition that the square y by the x squared, once it is greater than 0, we have our what? Minimum point. But if d squared y by dx squared is less than 0, then we are going to have a maximum point. All right, so let's differentiate to get d squared y by dx squared. But remember, dy by dx, we find it is 3x squared minus 4x minus 5. All right, so the second differential, d squared y by dx squared, will give us 6x minus 4. So all we need to do is to actually test. So at x is equals to 2.12, d squared y by dx squared will be 6 into 2.12, then minus 4, which is going to give us a positive value, which is now to say it is greater than 0. So this is our minimum point. Okay. Now at x is equals to minus 0.79, dy by dx at this point, 6 into 0 minus 0.79 minus 4 is going to give us a negative, which is the max point. So we now know our maximum point and our minimum point. So let's find the coordinate of maximum point and minimum point. How do we now get the coordinates? Recall that y is equals to x cubed minus 2x squared minus 5x plus 6. Therefore, at x is equals to 2.12. Y will be 2.12 all cube minus 2 into 2.12 minus 5 into 2.12 plus 6, which y will be equals to minus 4.06. So the coordinate will be 2.12 comma minus 4.06, and this is for the minimum. Okay, now the same thing we are going to do with the maximum point. So at x is equals to minus 0.79, if you do it well using your calculator, following the steps very well, you find out that your answer will be approximately 10.71. So the coordinate will be minus 0.79 comma 10.71. So this is the maximum point. Okay, the coordinate of the maximum point. Now, since we have everything, we are going to summarize it as below. So you can see that we have our coordinate, then we have our turning point. So let's sketch the curve because we have everything to sketch the curve. So the graph will be below. Okay, so let's start plotting now. Now we have 0.6. Okay, so we have 0.6 here. Then we have 1.0, so it means we have another point here. Then we have 3.0, we have another point here. Then we have minus 2.0, we have another point here. So we have the coordinates on the Cartesian plane. Now let's check. Look at the maximum point. The maximum point is at minus 0.79, that is close to 1. We have about 10, about 11. So we can just approximate it. Now look at it. This is somewhere here. So this is our turning point. That is maximum point there. We've gotten that one. Then the second one is the minimum point is between 2.12 and minus 4.06. So it is approximately at this juncture. Okay, so we have all we need. Now this is how the curve goes. It moves like this, it turned, then it now passed through y is equals to 6. Then it now moved, it came down until it got to the minimum point here. It now turned and move up. Now this is the curve. Now you see at this juncture, which is the maximum point, we are going to have minus 0.79 comma, then we have 10.71. So we're done with that. Then at this minimum point, we have 2.12 comma minus 4.06. Now this is a sketch of the curve that we need to draw. This is a good sketch. I want to believe if you go over the video, you understand the various steps. Okay, from finding intercept, finding your maximum minimum value point, then sketching the curve. Very important, very easy. So I advise you go over the video over and over and you'll get it. So please don't forget to subscribe for more videos.